Good afternoon, family. Today is Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. I am back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it, as always. I'm glad that I'm here, and I'm glad that y'all here. Well, he just showed up. Pause. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to move the truck, got my load, so now I'm at my little spot by my little tree that had me sneezing right here, but it's a good little, it was a quiet spot till the train started coming through. But anyway, y'all can hear me. So, in this episode, I want to talk about something that I noticed, and that if the people that do this, if we change this, we'll see a better outcome in our life, and especially in our finances. Our financial position will change dramatically. A way to go from being broke, or not broke, just getting by, or not just getting by, you just average person. Your money ain't climbing, right? You're making money, but it seems like, where's it going? And it ain't just all groceries and bills, right? A lot of times you would think that all your money going towards groceries and bills and your necessities, but actually it's not. And I'm gonna show you how. There ain't a war breaking out here. Y'all hear the chopper. We got a military base close by. So anyway, as a person that has a lot of experience being around broke people, or being broke myself, being around broke people, and also being someone who's been broke throughout my life myself, I noticed something. A lot of times when you go places, go out to events, what have you, including myself, the majority of people that look the best, look like they doing the best, look like they have the most, actually don't. Let me repeat that. Believe it or not, the people that look like they doing the most, doing the best, got it going on, got the most going for themselves, by the way they dressed and the car and the outfit, the jewelry, what have you. Y'all heard this before. A lot of times, the majority of the time, them people barely make it. There are some people where if they can't be the boss, they'll settle for looking like the boss. And we gotta change that mindset. I've heard somebody say it. If I can't be rich, at least I can look rich. We ain't doing that. If I ain't rich, I don't want to look rich. And then again, let's examine something. What exactly is looking rich? If I can't be the boss, I will at least look like the boss. That's a myth. Because what poor people think looking like the boss is actually not true. Since poor people have never been a boss, they really don't have an idea what it is to look like a boss. And they won't actually pay attention to real bosses because they don't like the real boss, they're jealous of him. So they won't learn nothing. Most poor people won't take the time like I did and say, let me go learn from people who got more than me, instead of hating on them. So most poor people won't pay attention to the real bosses to see how they really move. Instead, they'll follow the example of other poor jokers that's just as poor as them and watch how they move and copy them. In other words, go spend your money on looking like the boss. Not knowing doing that is what's keeping you from actually being the boss. So now what we need to do, instead of focusing on looking like the boss, let's actually be the boss. How about that? This is one of my, like the old men, back in my day, as I like to do, but back in my day, when I was younger, out there in them streets, doing my little hustling thing, I noticed something, because the street game is the same as the business world. The legal business world is the same as the street game. Business in the street is the same principles as business in the legal world. Buy low, sell high. That's all business is. No matter what it is, whether you're selling cars, clothes, houses, whatever you're selling in business, they buy low at a wholesale price, sell high at a retail price. The street game, same thing. And what I noticed is, being out there in business, the people that were the workers, the people that wasn't really the man, the big man, the bosses, the ones who bringing it in. The average street hustler and mid-level hustler, they was the ones that looking like they had all the money. They were the ones wanting to be seen. The ones who was the workers. The ones who was the mid-level little dealers. You know, $2,000 or $3,000 in their pocket. Them guys. The ones, if you went out back in the day, the ones you would see in the club with all the jewelry on, all the polo, all the loud color and all that type of stuff. Now, I ain't talking about the working folk. You have working folk that got money, that were dressed, fly too, trying to look like the D-boy. I ain't talking about them. A lot of them actually had money. But most of them didn't. They were just they would get income tax checks and stuff like that to try to look like the D-boy, because they know the D-boy, he was a buster we used to talk about. They used to try to look like the D-boy because they know the D-boy get all the women. So they be working dudes, but to throw on a big D-boy chain when they got the income tax, they go to the mall and buy a chain and some jewelry. The dope man outfit, a dope man kit. Y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all remember them days. So anyway, the guys that looked like they had all the jewelry, all the pretty car with the rims on and the paint, this and that. That was to make people think. They wanted to be seen and thought of as the man, because they wanted the attention. They want to be admired, adored, pretty much worshiped. But they stupid. Now, you will see a guy in that same night spot, same club, same restaurant, wherever you might be at. It'll be a guy over there with some Dockers on, some little loafers, basic little button-down shirt, looking just as plain as he can be. And he be the one bringing it in by the boatload. Nobody paying him no attention. The boss don't want no attention. He don't want to be seen. He don't want to be known. This is a little tip I'm giving you gold diggers who out here looking for a real boss. Just in case any gold diggers watching this video. And you keep striking mud. Cause you keep going for the guys that look like they got money. I don't know why I'm giving gold diggers a tip in my video. I do it all, don't I? Gold digger. That dude over there in them khaki pants with them loafers on and that button-down shirt, you better go holler at him. He the one bringing it in by the boatload. And them dudes running around with them big old chains on, them big old rims in their car, and that paint and all that type of shit, they running sweating him. They kissing his ass. But he don't want to be seen nowhere with them because they too hot. They bring too much attention, too much heat. The boss don't want all that attention. The boss don't want all that heat. Even legal bosses. I ain't talking about just the street game guys. I'm talking about guys that own their own businesses, making big money. They didn't get that much money by being stupid. I'm talking about legal guys now. Even the legal bosses don't want all that attention. And they ain't got to worry about the law and going to jail and all that. They still don't want everybody to know they the boss. They don't want that. It ain't smart for a bunch of people to know you got money. If you run around here wanting people to think you got plenty of money, you a fool. And fools don't have money. And if they do, what's the saying? A fool and his money shall what? Soon depart. Do y'all remember JayZ? I seen a little meme right when he first came out. Hold on, y'all. I remember this like a picture, like a meme I had seen of JayZ, right? It showed when he was worth like 300,000 or something like that. When he first getting in the rap game, they said net worth was like 400,000. And they were showing how he looked back then. Big rope chain on by that big, jewelry everywhere. Just that look. I'm talking about $1,000 worth of jewelry on. When he was worth like $300,000-$400,000. Then it showed another picture, fast forward when he was a billionaire. He got on a t-shirt and jeans. As his money grew, his whole mindset changed. When he got around people that had real money and saw how they operated, I was reading the story where he was saying about that. When he got around folk with real money and saw how they carried themselves, how they operated, he switched his image up. He went away with the big gold chains and the 4-finger gold rings and all that foolishness. T-shirt, slacks, button down. How he dressed now? He's richer than he's ever been, and he dressed down. Now he gets fresh now when he goes somewhere, but it be in grown man stuff. Boss attire. Dressed down. The way if you saw him out somewhere and didn't know he was JayZ, you'd think he was just, the way he dressed, he's just an average dude with a suit on. The suit looked average, but it's a $10,000 suit. Armani or something. Something broke people don't know about. But they over here sweating the dude with all that jewelry and true religion or whatever that bullshit y'all be wearing that costs a lot of money but it's really cheap. But it's got a name and y'all look like you got something, you look like you own, you look like you're doing well. Looking like the boss, but really a worker. While the boss looking like a worker, but he really the boss. Let's get with that program, y'all. Let's actually have the money. Let's actually be the boss. And the hell we're trying to look like the boss. Trying to look like we got money. Because when you spending your time and effort trying to look like you got money, that costs a lot of money. You spending a lot of money to look like you got money. You running through and blowing a lot of money trying to look like you got money, to where if you actually just held on to that money, you would really just have money. You will have money for real if you stop trying to look like you got money, because that ain't cheap. A lot of poor people's income goes to trying to look like there's something they're not. I know y'all find that hard to believe. The people out here that buying that $500, $1,000 hair, the $300-$400 tennis shoes, what have you, example, per se, are people that don't really have a lot of money. But they go out and hustle up, scrape up, figure out a way to get money to be ready for the new JayZ when they pop out. Buying bundles of hair, whatever, the nails and all that. Them ain't rich people doing that. Them regular, average, everyday people you see running around here spending all that money on the hair and the BBLs and all that. It be regular women got 5,000, whatever they spend on them BBLs. Seriously. Think about all the money we spend on frivolous, even including myself. Including myself. I'm not judging you, I'm speaking on what I know from my own personal experience. All the money that I have fumbled and wasted on BS. I have spent and wasted a lot of money. I'm just speaking for me. a lot of money throughout my lifetime. If I would have kept some of that money, just some of it, not all of it, some of the money I spent on rims, cars, paint, clothes, jewelry, buying cases of beer in the club, buying bottles in the club, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a night in a club, trying to look like the man. If I just had kept half of that money, I probably would have to work right now. So that's how I know. I'm speaking from experience, not out of judgment. Stop trying to look like the boss, and let's focus on actually being the boss. And I don't mean boss as in you got to be the owner of the company. What I'm talking about boss as in your paper boss stuff. You got people that are just on a job that's got plenty of money. Financially stable. They don't own the company, but they made ownership type decisions with their life. They made investments. They made investments. They weren't trying to look like something they weren't. They weren't trying to keep up with the Joneses. You got people on a job that's got big bank. I know some of them. Just throwing it out there. Just, it ain't no big lightning bolt popping from the sky, thunder and lightning, none of that in this video. I'm not doing backward flips. I'm not telling y'all a cure for cancer. We're just talking. Just shooting the breeze with y'all. Just trying to see about getting into that mindset. Changing that mindset right there. So here I am, riding around that little Toyota, right? I got my old school that it took me 5 years to get to where it's at. Didn't credit nothing, none of that. I saved a little change, put a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, over a period of 5 years to get my old school to where it is. I got that, and I got a Toyota. Now, can I go get some other cars, Mercedes and all that? Yeah, I could do that, but I'm not doing that. You know why? Because guess what? By not doing that, I got this truck, and get what your boyfriend to do. Finna get ready to get another truck. In the day now, working on the deal, seeing how my guys see it. I've been trying to get this truck from this guy for a minute now. He came to me yesterday, seeing what I read, and he got some plans he trying to do to expand his fleet. And he knew I've been wanting to get that truck. So now that the opportunity come to get that truck, guess what? By me not buying cars and all that other dumb crap, when he ready to let me get the truck, I'm ready to get it. If he come today and say, you ready? I'm ready. I'm gonna have another rig, nicer than the one I got. This one gonna have a bed on it, sleeper, rebuilt engine, all that. Because I decided over the past few years to stop trying to look like the boss and actually be the boss. Now I'm the boss. Get it, got it, good. Bye.